What if we told you that our world holds secrets beyond your wildest imagination? Secrets that have shaped civilizations, determined the outcomes of wars, and even influenced the course of history itself. Get ready to be captivated, because the secrets of geography are about to be revealed right before your eyes. Alaska is both the westernmost and easternmost state in the United States, because it extends so far from the west that it enters the eastern hemisphere. In actuality, the easternmost point in all of North America is Semisopochnoi Island, which is a portion of Alaska's Aleutian Islands. Everest is shorter than Mauna Kea. Even though Mount Everest may be the highest mountain above sea level, Mauna Kea is the highest peak on the planet. Iceland is expanding by 5 centimeters per year. With the tectonic plates of North America and Europe moving further apart, Iceland is expanding by over 5 centimeters per year. The Pacific Ocean is becoming smaller. The Pacific Ocean is contracting as North and South America migrate west. Asia and North America are shrinking by 2 to 3 millimeters per year, bringing them closer together. In certain parts of Russia, a good morning is a good night. Of the 24 time zones on the globe, only 11 are in Russia. As a result, a Russian may be eating supper while another is getting up at 7 a.m. on the other side of the nation. Mexico City is sinking. Mexico City, which was first constructed on a lake in 1325 AD, is presently sinking by around 3.2 feet annually. San Francisco and Los Angeles will be neighboring cities. In California, the San Andreas Fault is consuming over 2 inches of land every year. Los Angeles and San Francisco residents might coexist if humans are still around in 15 million years. The Philippines contains more than 7,100 islands. Scientists had previously estimated that the Philippines archipelago had 7,107 islands, but there are really 7,641 in total. Each of China and Russia touches 14 different countries. On a map, it could seem that Russia could engulf China completely. However, both nations share a border with 14 other countries. Just one country landlocks 3 countries. Lesotho, San Marino, and Vatican City are the only 3 countries that are entirely landlocked by another state. There are no coasts in the Sargasso Sea. The Sargasso Sea is located in the Atlantic Ocean and is the only sea in the world without any coastlines. Yellowstone National Park is home to a supervolcano. An active supervolcano, a designation given to volcanoes that have had at least one eruption discharge more than 240 cubic miles of material, lies underneath Yellowstone National Park. More ancient pyramids are located in Sudan than in Egypt. Although the Giza pyramids in Egypt are regarded as one of the 7 wonders of the world, Sudan boasts almost twice as many pyramids. Australia is home to the planet's largest rock. Mount Augustus is only one enormous rock, despite its name. The rock, which is more than 2,300 feet tall and situated in the Australian outback, can be seen for about 100 miles. Damascus is the world's oldest continuously inhabited city. You would have believed Jerusalem or Athens to be the oldest cities in the world, but Damascus, Syria, has the distinction. It has been continuously inhabited for at least 11,000 years, and in 2008 it was designated as the Arab capital of culture. Africa extends across all 4 hemispheres. Africa occupies over 12 million square miles, or 6% of the whole area of the globe, and is the only continent in the world to be located in all 4 hemispheres. Kentucky has more caves than any other state. Scientists believe there are another 200 miles of unknown caverns, making the cave system the biggest on the planet. Istanbul is the only major city that is situated on 2 continents. Istanbul is situated in both Europe and Asia, with the Bosphorus Strait passing through the heart of the city. Alaska is home to some of the largest cities in the United States. Although New York and Los Angeles are more populous than any town in Alaska, Alaska is home to some of the biggest cities in the United States in terms of geographical mass. The North is home to the vast majority of the world's population. The Northern Hemisphere is home to 90% of the world's population. We hope these mind-expanding revelations have sparked a newfound curiosity within you, inspiring you to learn even more about the diverse landscapes, cultures, and histories that make up our world. It's time to expose the myths and reveal the truth about the geography facts that have eluded even the most well-informed individuals. From common misconceptions about continents and oceans to surprising inaccuracies about famous landmarks, we're about to embark on a journey of enlightenment. There is no time zone in Antarctica. There are 9 separate time zones in operation in Antarctica, as we know from the research stations scattered over the enormous ice shelf. Russia and Turkey are the only countries on the 2 continents. Geologists assert that the Caucasus waters forms the Asia-Europe border, which implies it also passes across Georgia, Azerbaijan, and Kazakhstan. New York is home to the Statue of Liberty. Even though Liberty Island is located in New York's 8th Congressional District, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, it is really far closer to New Jersey's mainland than it is to New York's. The longest river in the world is the Nile. If you take into account tributaries, various channels of a river, and cutoffs that prevent lengthier river bends, as many studies do, the Amazon River now edges out the Nile by a hair, 4,345 miles to 4,258 miles. The longest river in the United States is the Mississippi. The Missouri River bears the following fact: it is 139 miles longer than the mighty Mississippi at 2,341 miles. The northernmost nation in the world is Norway. Greenland's Kaffeklubben Island is the world's most northern territory, but Russia, Canada, and Greenland all extend closer to the North Pole. The Verrazano Narrows Bridge is the longest in the world. The Danyang-Kunshan Grand Bridge in Beijing, China, which spans an incredible 102.4 miles while carrying the Beijing-Shanghai high-speed railway, is the recipient of this accolade. In case you were curious, the Verrazano ranks 149th on the list. Canada's capital is Toronto. Toronto, the financial and media hub of Canada, is home to some of its most notable cultural landmarks. Major League Baseball is played there. The only thing it lacks is the nation's capital, Ottawa, which is located 4 hours away and was named the greatest location to live in Canada by Money Sense in 2016. Africa is a country. Hardly, a staggering 54 nations make up the continent of Africa, each with their own unique languages, customs, and traditions. The dark continent is gradually gaining visibility. Switzerland's capital is Geneva. Although Bern, the country's 5th largest city, may have a reputation as a global cultural hub, Geneva and Zurich are not the country's capitals. Holland is a country. Holland and the Netherlands have long been used interchangeably. They aren't the same, however. Africa is smaller than Greenland. Greenland only has an area of 836,300 square miles compared to Africa's 11,730,000 square miles. The United Kingdom and Great Britain are the same. Since we have a unique connection with the UK, we should probably become aware that these concepts are not synonymous. England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland all make up the United Kingdom. Only the island, including England, Scotland, and Wales, constitutes Great Britain as a whole. Puerto Rico is a country. Perhaps the fact that Spanish is the dominant language on the island contributes to Puerto Rico's attractive appearance as a distant place. However, it is really a U.S. territory. Egypt isn't the only country in Africa. Although Egypt is located on the African continent, it is considered a transcontinental nation. Iceland is not really made of ice. The moniker may be misleading, since the little island in the Atlantic isn't built of ice, or even that cold. Iceland's average temperature ranges from 50 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Canada is not the largest country in the world. While Canada has a big area and a wealth of natural resources, it is really the world's 2nd largest nation. Greenland doesn't have its own country. Despite being geographically part of North America, the independent nation is officially part of the Kingdom of Denmark. Technically, the Great Wall of China is not visible from space. The Great Wall of China still needs the use of a camera lens to identify the enormous construction from above. Afghanistan and Pakistan are not in the Middle East. While these nations have links with their Middle Eastern neighbors to the west, they are classified as Central Asian. Hopefully, this eye-opening journey has expanded your knowledge and inspired you to question the information presented to you. Remember, the pursuit of knowledge is a never-ending adventure, and it's important to approach it with an open mind and a willingness to challenge conventional wisdom. No ordinary geography lesson can prepare you for what we have in store. This is your ticket to explore the captivating world of useless geography facts, where the ordinary becomes extraordinary and the mundane becomes mind-blowing. Join us as we embark on an unforgettable journey through the offbeat side of our planet. There are many lakes in Canada. Given that Canada is the second largest nation on the globe, the presence of several lakes there may not be surprising. But you may be surprised to learn that the nation is home to more than half of the world's natural lakes. The country is impressively covered with fresh water, 9% of it. Despite having a coastline that is entirely on water, Australia does not have the longest coastline in the world. You'd assume that, with its own continent and total oceanic encirclement, Australia would be the nation with the longest coastline. That honor belongs to Canada, however. Australia only has 16,000 miles of coastline, but Canada has 152,100 miles. Australia actually comes in at number 7 on the list of countries with the longest coasts, after only Indonesia, Greenland, Russia, the Philippines, and Japan. More than Mount Everest, Mount Chimborazo is closest to outer space. Since Mount Everest is the highest peak on Earth, it makes sense that its summit would also be the highest point on Earth, and hence the nearest to outer space. But things start to become fascinating if you realize that the Earth has a small oval shape. Because of the small inflation of our planet's equator, nations like Kenya and Ecuador enjoy an advantage. The summit of Ecuador's Mount Chimborazo, which is just 20,564 feet high, is now higher and hence closer to the stars. Nearly all of the fresh water on the planet is found in Antarctica. The Antarctic ice sheet is the world's biggest solid ice mass, covering 14 million square kilometers, approximately 5,400,000 square miles. 90% of the fresh water on Earth is contained in the massive frozen structure. There are 14 nations that border both China and Russia. China and Russia, the biggest countries in the world, have about equal numbers of land neighbors, despite China being just slightly more than half the size of Russia. India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, Russia, North Korea, Vietnam, Laos, Myanmar, Bhutan, and Nepal are among the 14 nations that border China. The Carcross Desert in Canada is the smallest desert in the world. The Carcross Desert, sometimes referred to as a desert, is really a group of sand dunes that are situated in Yukon, Canada. Being just 1 square mile in size, it is regarded as the tiniest desert in the world. Though uncommon for a desert, it gets a significant quantity of precipitation. Florida is located closer to Africa than California is. When comparing the distance between land masses, Key West, Florida, is around 4,000 miles from the northwest coast of Africa. In comparison, it is around 2,500 miles from Florida to the western coast of California. This information emphasizes how large the Atlantic Ocean is when contrasted to how wide the United States is. The world's highest mountain is not Mount Everest. Although Mount Everest is the tallest mountain when measured from its base to its summit, it is not the tallest mountain when compared to other mountains. This honor belongs to the Hawaiian volcano Mauna Kea. Only the top of Mauna Kea, which towers to a height of around 33,500 feet, rises above sea level. Liechtenstein has 2 landlocked regions. A nation without direct access to the sea is said to be landlocked. Other landlocked countries encircle Liechtenstein, however, taking things a step further. It has 2 landlocked borders with Switzerland and Austria, making it a double landlocked nation. This distinctive geographic feature is quite uncommon across the globe. Zambia and Botswana have the world's smallest international boundary. The length of the border between Botswana and Zambia is just approximately 150 meters, 490 feet. There is a border separating the 2 countries at the confluence of the Chobe and Zambezi rivers. It is a unique illustration of a very short international border. The Atacama Desert in Chile is the driest region on Earth. The Atacama Desert in northern Chile is often referred to as the planet's driest region. It averages less than 1 millimeter, 0.04 inches, of rainfall each year. Due to its closeness to the Pacific Ocean and the Andes Mountains, which provide a rain-shadow effect, the area is very dry. Texas has plenty of room for all of the world's population. The whole Earth would only occupy 250,000 404 square miles if it were as densely populated as New York City. That implies that Texas could accommodate the whole globe. For comparison, the Earth would occupy 1,769,085 square miles if it had a population density equal to that of Houston, Texas. Even still, it is rather astounding to think that more than 7 billion people might fit into a space that is less than half the size of the United States. We hope you enjoy delving into the intriguing and often surprising side of our planet. Remember, knowledge is meant to be shared, so go ahead and impress your friends and family with these mind-bending tidbits. Geography is not just about studying maps and memorizing capitals. It's about discovering the extraordinary stories that unfold in the landscapes around us. From peculiar natural wonders to mind-bending geographical anomalies, we'll explore the quirkiest corners of our world that will leave you astonished and entertained. The driest place on Earth, the Atacama Desert. Located in Chile, the Atacama Desert is considered the driest place on Earth. This vast expanse of land receives very little rainfall, and some areas have experienced no rainfall for centuries. The upside-down river, the Hansa River. What makes this river fascinating is the fact that it flows in the opposite direction of the Amazon. The Pink Lake, Lake Hillier. Located in Western Australia, Lake Hillier is a stunning natural wonder known for its vibrant pink color. The Moving Rocks, Racetrack Playa. Racetrack Playa is a dry lakebed located in Death Valley National Park, California. What makes this place peculiar is its sailing stones, or moving rocks. These rocks mysteriously slide across the surface of the lakebed, leaving long trails behind them. The living root bridges of Meghalaya. In the northeastern state of Meghalaya, India, a unique form of bridge building exists. The local indigenous people have created living root bridges by training the roots of the Ficus elastica tree to grow in a specific direction. The Boiling River, Chane Timpishka, Peru. Deep in the Amazon rainforest in Peru, there exists a river known as Chane Timpishka, which translates to boiled by the heat of the sun. This unique river reaches scalding temperatures that can exceed 200 degrees Fahrenheit. The Underwater Waterfall, Mauritius. Off the coast of Mauritius, an island nation in the Indian Ocean, lies a stunning optical illusion known as the Underwater Waterfall. When viewed from above, it appears as if a massive waterfall is plunging into the depths of the ocean. The Floating Islands, Uros Islands, Peru. In Lake Titicaca, located between Peru and Bolivia, there exists a group of unique islands called the Uros Islands. The desert with singing sands, singing sand dunes. Certain sand dunes around the world produce a mysterious humming or singing sound when the sand is disturbed. These unique geographical features can be found in various locations, including California, Nevada, China, and Morocco. The abandoned town, Pripyat, Ukraine. Pripyat, located near the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Ukraine, was once a vibrant and bustling town. However, after the catastrophic nuclear disaster in 1986, the entire population of Pripyat was evacuated, and the town now stands as an eerie and ghostly reminder of the past. The largest underground canyon, Colca Canyon, Peru. Colca Canyon in Peru is not only known for its stunning natural beauty, but also for its incredible depth. It is considered the world's largest underground canyon, reaching a depth of approximately 10,725 feet. The hottest place on Earth, Death Valley, United States. Death Valley, located in California, holds the title for being the hottest place on Earth. It holds the record for the highest reliably recorded air temperature, with a scorching temperature of 134 degrees Fahrenheit measured in 1913. The coldest inhabited place, Oymyakon, Russia. Temperatures regularly plummet below freezing, with the record low temperature recorded at a bone-chilling -96.2 degrees Fahrenheit. The oldest desert, Namib Desert, Namibia. The Namib Desert in Namibia is believed to be the oldest desert in the world, with an estimated age of 55 to 80 million years. The smallest country, Vatican City. Vatican City, located within Rome, Italy, holds the distinction of being the smallest city in the world, covering an area of just 0.17 square miles. The longest mountain range, Andes Mountains. Stretching approximately 300 miles along the western coast of South America, the Andes Mountains hold the title of being the longest mountain range in the world. The tallest waterfall, Angel Falls, Venezuela. Angel Falls in Venezuela is the highest waterfall in the world, cascading down an impressive 3,212 feet from the Ollantaytambo mountain. The Land of Fire and Ice, Iceland. Iceland is known as the Land of Fire and Ice due to its unique combination of active volcanoes and massive glaciers. The most densely populated island, Santa Cruz del Islote, Colombia. Despite its tiny size of just 0.01 square miles, it is home to approximately 1,200 people. The most remote inhabited island, Tristan da Cunha. Tristan da Cunha, located in the South Atlantic Ocean, is approximately 1,750 miles away from the nearest mainland. We hope that this journey has ignited your curiosity and sparked a newfound appreciation for the incredible diversity and quirkiness of our planet's geography. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon on our next extraordinary journey.